Hey guys, I've been in Seoul for almost 3 months now, and I'm kind of running out of novel things to do, but I'm heading back to the States soon, so I feel like I need to experience as much of the city as I can. I don't really have anything planned for today, so let's just see where the day takes us. This is Starfield Library. It's on every viral places you have to visit in Seoul list, and I think it's worth at least one visit, but it's a bit underwhelming, especially when the Christmas tree is gone. But a lot of tourists do like to visit, and there's a lot of shopping nearby, plus the locals come here to study, so I would say it's a good place to spend an afternoon. Now, the real reason I'm here is for coffee. ARABICA is a Japanese coffee chain that recently opened in Seoul, and it is my favorite coffee in the world. I know that's a big statement, but I've been to their Kyoto and Brooklyn locations, and the coffee is consistently amazing, not to mention I'm a sucker for their branding. Just be aware that if you come on a weekend, you might be waiting 30 minutes for your order because this is a new shop and it's very popular with the locals. After grabbing my latte, I sat for a bit at the library and then did some eye shopping around the mall, but I didn't film that bit because there were so many people here. Another way I've been spending my last few weeks in Korea has been chasing after the many hangang views. Today I'm actually at a new spot I haven't been before called Dalmaji Park, and when I got here there were some photographers setting up for the sunset. I'm actually editing this vlog back in America, and although America is home to me, I'm getting a little homesick for Seoul as I look back on this footage. I know to others the Han is just a pretty view, and maybe to you viewers it's kind of annoying that I spend so much time here in my vlogs, but I come here, I look at all the people living their lives in my dream city, and while a part of me feels a deep longing, another part of me feels like I'm finally where I'm supposed to be, and that's probably why I keep coming back here. Anyways, I didn't mean for this to get so deep, so let's move on. After leaving Taimaji Park, I came down to the Hun River at Ttukseom Resort just to be closer to the water for a bit, but it's so cold that I only lasted a little bit before I ran home. It's another day in Seoul, and guess what? I'm at the river yet again. But I hope you'll understand and forgive me for being so uninteresting and predictable. This is the Hun River Park near Cheongdam station, and it's my first time here too. So far, I'm liking this spot because it's a whole vibe with the clear view of the Lotte World Tower, the fishermen, the exposed subway, all of it. After walking up and down the path for a little bit, I decided to head back into town. There's a store in Nontanto called Notdam that sells traditional handmade Korean dinnerware that I really want to check out, so let's go there. This is Korean Puncta. It's handmade brassware characterized by this beautiful subtle gold color. And because it's forged by hand, they're definitely not cheap, but I do want to invest in some one day, and I just wanted to stop by and admire them in person today. Continuing onward with zero plans, I just wanted to show you Seoul has some nice indoor waiting areas at some of the bus stops. It's heated and there's live footage of the street so you don't miss your bus. If only America could keep up. Anyways, my wandering feet have now led me to Seongsu-dong, which is always my go-to neighborhood. My friend told me about a Turkish sand coffee spot called Nontanto and told me I had to try it. Actually, she specified that I had to try the kaimak toast here, but spoiler alert, they were sold out when I got there, so I ended up just getting an iced coffee. Although I couldn't get my kaimak toast, this was a really cool experience to watch. The sand is really hot, so it boils the coffee in the pot, and since Turkish coffee is insanely strong, he's diluting it to make an iced Americano for me. wandering all day, I really should be eating something, so I found a poke spot nearby and I think I'll have that for dinner. This poke bowl is massive. I don't think I'll be able to finish it all, but here goes nothing. Honestly, it's not the best poke I've ever had, but it's definitely filling. Now that dinner's over, I'm sitting myself down at yet another cafe. This one is called Heythey Hello in Seongsu-dong. They have a cookie pop-up going on, so I ordered some tea and a fig cookie. I didn't have a chance to edit at Nontanto because the tables were really small and the shop was quite packed, so I really need to get some work done before I get to go back home. Random side note, I noticed that Korean cookies are not that good. I love a good, chewy, gooey cookie with some crispiness on the outside, but all the cookies I've had in Korea have been very dense and crumbly. Not really my style, except for the ones at Tartine and Tosan. Those ones are amazing. We are now entering the last half of the vlog, and we're just gonna stay around Seongsu-dong, which is where my current Airbnb is. I haven't really explored much of this neighborhood except that one popular cafe street, so we're gonna do that today. My Airbnb is actually in a really secluded part of the neighborhood, so it's a 15-20 minute walk to any areas of interest, including places to eat. And since I can't order delivery as a visitor, I always have to go out to eat or pick up my food, which is really annoying, especially when it's cold out. I haven't decided what I want for lunch today, but I'm hoping to find something as I go. Unfortunately, in trying to make it before the midday restaurant closures, I came out during lunch rush and every shop has a minimum 30-minute wait. I was once denied a spot at a Korean restaurant because I was a single diner during lunch rush, so that's why you see me eating a lot of non-Korean foods like poke or Thai. And today I ended up at a Japanese restaurant. Korea is a very social society, and honestly, I don't mind doing things alone, but I've been given judgmental glances a few too many times that I subconsciously avoid Korean restaurants now, which is sad because all I really want is Korean food, and all the good restaurants are for groups of diners, but I eat it when I meet up with my friends, so it is what it is. Anyways, this is maze soba, and I had never heard of it before this trip, but now I'm hooked. It's a really creamy, brothless ramen, so full of flavor, and I wish we had this back in Portland. I didn't realize it came with an egg, so I ordered an extra egg. Also gyoza because it looked so good. Funny enough, I left my wallet at home, so I had to leave them with my passport and walk all the way home and back, which took almost an hour. Bummer, but at least I walked off my lunch. There are a few clusters of hotspots within Seongsu, and this area is where all the quote-unquote trendy shops are. This is Ader, a Korean fashion brand with insane exhibit-like storefronts, but apparently I wasn't supposed to film, so fast forward to something else. Here's yet another part of Seongsu full of fun things. I see why Seongsu is currently the most popular neighborhood amongst young locals, but personally I don't like how spread out everything is. It really is a big neighborhood. Anyways, I found some really cool shops selling homeware, gourmet goods, and this amazing stationery store. stories tall, and there are so many different things for people of all aesthetics, whether you're into clean and modern, fun and colorful, or exquisite vintage. They even have these fun little stations where you can pause and draw a still life, write a letter, complete a short writing prompt, etc. I wanted to stop by this little store where they have the cutest tableware. These are only like $5 to $10 here, but easily cost triple the amount in the States. I really wish I could throw all of these in my suitcase. I must have been so tired because I literally fell asleep in the middle of that busy cafe. So embarrassing, but it's not like they'll remember me if they saw me again, so honestly, I don't really care. The sun is setting, so I bet you can tell where I'm headed. This whole forest is located right here in Seongsu, fairly close to my Airbnb, and it's one of my favorite parks along the river. When the plants are green and in bloom, the park is so beautiful. I highly recommend a nice stroll around the park if you come during warmer weather. Well, I don't have much more to say, so enjoy the rest of these views, and I hope to see you in the next video. I'm trying to grow this channel more, so if you would be so kind to hit subscribe, that would be amazing. And thank you so much for watching.